Fellas, ladies, you looking for lotions? You looking for beard oils? But unfortunately, everything you get from mainstream got chemicals in it and it probably killing you? No problem, we got you. Go check out my people from Top to Bottom Hair and Skincare. That's Top to Bottom Hair and Skincare. www.top2bottom, BOTTU, the U is for unique, M.com. Tell them I sent you.
Hey, what's up, y'all? What's going on? How y'all doing? Welcome to Philly Talk. I am Ryan from Ryan's Opinion Don't Matter, and that's Ant like the boozer. We having you
Uh,
back to Philly Talk, another show. Make sure y'all hit the like button, hit the subscribe button. Thank y'all for participating and coming to the OG Network, where we like to talk about positive things on Philly Talk coming out of the city of Philadelphia. But the last segment in this segment um, is not a positive story, not by any means, but we wanted to extend this conversation from what was happening, what happened before. So if you want to know the story or get more insight on what we're talking about, as the show goes on, you'll understand. I'm gonna let Ant like the bug get in and kind of talk for a little bit, and then I'll jump back in and we'll go from there. What up, cuz?
evening, everybody. It's in like the bug. How y'all doing today? Yeah, we probably don't has a narrative of the story this time, but like you said, if you want to go back to our prior show, which was last Monday, we probably gonna continue come next week. Some things happened and things got pushed around, stuff like that. Because like he said, it wasn't a positive story. It was just a positive person that something happened to. It's as meaningful as in our lives. But what we can say is we're trying to make a positive note by um, hoping that we can gather this money way for her child to, go away to Africa and then, enjoys a whole different part of life, different,
Right.
country and all. And I think that her daughter and as well as the sperm donor or would like to have probably done this, chance to do that, just making a light note that or that, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Um but anyway, if there's anybody that's in the chat, you know what I mean, is would like to bring something up forward is about Philly, give us some hope, you know what I'm saying? Give us some hope that there's some people still out there, you know what I mean, that they want to do good, even for their family. They just not they're still not doing what they was doing. You could have been a hustler or doing whatever, but you might have been out there doing a block committee, cleaning the streets. You know what I'm saying? Offering money. People, kids, turkeys, kids, sneakers in school. You know what I mean? Anything, even if it was, whatever it is you're doing. You know what I
Right.
mean? But
Right.
as long as you're doing something positive at that moment, you know what I mean? So yeah, so we
Well,
just
we
ride through the show today. You know what I mean?
yeah, we just want to say first of all from the last show that we did about Robin and the tragedy and us trying to help raise the money for her daughter to be able to go on this trip. Since then, we moved the needle as far as the donation goes, probably by 100 and a little more than $100, and we're gonna keep doing our best to try to raise the money and send her daughter on this trip. And if y'all not sure what we're talking about, our friend Robin um was brutally murdered by her husband. Um, in the most horrific way you could possibly imagine. And so we've been doing everything we can do. Her daughter is on trying to take a trip a year from now, and they have a fundraiser going on where they're trying to raise money to send her daughter on a trip. I believe she was 9 years old and watched her father brutally murder her mother down in Houston, Texas. Um, if anybody want to know what story we're talking about, or if you want to get a better idea, you can again go to Philly Talk, the last Philly Talk show that we had, and you get a better idea what went happening, what was going on then too. So that's what we're here, and we're still trying to we're gonna keep pushing as hard as we can to try to get to reach that goal. The overall goal is $4,549. Now we were trying to put the link into the chat. For some reason, we keep having issues with it. It's not showing up blue. I'm going to try to put it in there again, but for some reason we just keep having issues with it. But if not, if you happen to donate to the OG Network channel, Round's opinion don't matter. Just understand that some of those proceeds that you donate to my channel will be going to this cause. I prefer that people go right to the actual link and do it, but for some reason, every time that we have tried to put it in the chat, and I'm gonna try to put it in the chat again and see if we can get it to show up blue, but it just haven't been doing it, and that's why I said if you want to donate to the channel, and understand if you donate to our channel, if you donate to this channel, part of the proceeds to this that you donate here is definitely going there. We've already made contributions. We made more than one contribution from the OG Network. My brother from Dogs Basketball, they made a decent donation to the channel too. So we definitely appreciate what he did. I'm gonna try to see if I could get it to pop up in the chat, but every time I've gotten it tried it. But this is the link, but I don't know if it's gonna come up blue. Every single time we've tried to do it, it wasn't working. But if anybody wants to know, the link is there. But if you donate to my channel, the OG Network, definitely part of those proceeds are going to go to help raise money. It's going to go to this fund, and it's going to go to help get her to Africa. We've already making donations from last week to this week. We've moved the needle about $100+, and we're going to keep pushing until we can get her on this trip. And as we raise money to this, I wish people could go right there with a link, but unfortunately, I just put the link in there. I don't know if it's going to show up blue. I don't know if you can actually click the link. But my daughter's name is Essence, and this child suffered a horrible situation, and being in the house while her father is murdering her mother. And that memory will probably never leave her for the rest of her life. But we can create a better memory for her by giving her an experience of a lifetime, by contributing to the cause, and hope to get her to be able to afford to take this trip to Africa. And I think she's going to be in Paris or some other stuff. But hopefully we can get the money.
That'd be wonderful. To have that in a mixture of your memories.
Right. And I'm quite sure her mother, if her mother was alive, we wouldn't even be doing this, because her mother would have made sure she was able to go and would have been there with her. And would have, you know what I mean? We would have got all types of video, pictures, and stuff like that. But unfortunately, she was murdered by her husband, and the man that, I can't even say man. She was murdered by a coward. That's what I'm gonna say. He's a coward. He was an unman, because he's not a man.
Yeah. Her husband wouldn't even do that. Some guy she married. You know what I mean? I know there's. I know we feel like, if anyone hearing this and feel like it's being ignorant, it's about as delicate of ignorance that we can actually have to say what we, say and feel, and y'all just have to bear with it. You know what I mean? If y'all feel it, if y'all don't, it doesn't matter. You know what I mean? We just want it to be respected, our friend to be respected. Again, that's why she didn't probably, tell anybody, but this is what resulted in by keeping stuff a secret and not telling people that it should matter. And telling somebody doesn't mean they're going to come and do anything, but at least you have somebody that you're telling something that you can coordinate a better situation for your loved one. Y'all shouldn't keep in something like that that's so trivial, because you're trying to look upstanding to people's eye, that they don't want to know that you and your spouse is going through something. You know what I mean? When it gets dangerous like that, something should be said. You know what I mean? Yep. You should have known a lot longer that you couldn't handle it, and you needed someone else to handle it. Or a different way of handling it that you have been handling it.
Yeah, I agree. While we on that subject, I'm gonna let you finish, Ant. While we on this subject, I'll definitely, this is something that I think we were talking about doing anyway, is that we're going to stay on the subject of domestic abuse, and we're going to talk about it. We're gonna talk about it.
Yeah.
We're gonna go ahead and I'm gonna let him finish what he was saying because he was already on the subject, but we're gonna stay on the subject of domestic abuse because domestic
Yeah.
abuse is why we're here right now.
Exactly. And some people have seen it before it happened, where verbally you're being attacked. Even maybe you're being verbally attacked about your physical, or you're being verbally attacked mentally, which is also works on you physically because it's an anxiety that it would give you when you feel like the person that's here that's supposed to love you or is taking care of you or sleeping in there and being in their house with you should love you more. And you're thinking that I'm sleeping with this person is why they're doing what they're doing. And it's so crazy because I seen I see so many I've seen so many stories like this on TV. And
Right.
but if it to happen to someone, there was the shows I watched all the time, and I had actually stopped watching them the moment that happened to Robin because it was like now it's in my life.
Okay.
Um, I had an opportunity probably meeting him once. Um, Again, the abundance of that men that were in her life that loved her non-sexually like her brothers. You know what I'm saying? They banned almost cultish almost for her. And, the same that she, went away to Texas with him and now she's in his domain.
Mm-hmm.
Not realizing you're being trapped there or you're being under someone's duress. You know what I'm saying?
Right. Like I said,
But
we don't know.
yeah, we don't know.
We don't know everything. Like we only know what came out when it happened, when that happened. But we don't know what was going on a daily basis. We don't know. And like you said, you know what I mean? Like, listen, I got sisters and I have a daughter and you have you have daughters. What's up, OG Kicks? How you doing? What's going on? And let me explain something to you that this is why sometimes society, when they try to paint a narrative, you got to be careful. Now, here's the thing: having sisters, you have to be somewhat careful. And this is where I tell women two things I always say: don't lie and don't lie and say you're abused if you're not being abused. You get what I'm saying? Because that can be just as detrimental. Because if you got somebody in your family like, yo, you putting and they go handle that, and it's not the case. That's why you're not supposed to lie. But also, I say, if you're a person that haven't, make sure this is where good men come into play. Being around good, solid, masculine men, because masculinity is not one of those things that people say, oh, it's toxic. No, it's what you need to make sure evil men stay in check. It's what you need to make sure bad men stay in check. See, the difference is,
From right.
huh?
Possibly bad intentions towards that
Right.
person. They being loved by somebody.
People have being masculine misconstrued with with being somebody being ignorant and cocky or dangerous and stuff. See, when you got to understand something, a masculine man is a man that is a good man who chooses to do the right thing. You know what I'm saying? Even my point is like this: you might have somebody that say this they're a nice person, right? That's different than a good person. See, a good person will do the right thing in a hard situation. A nice person, they're nice, but what happens when it comes down to having to have the bravery or the toughness or the masculinity to deal with something that might be beyond you, but you still got enough in you to go after it and take care of because it's the right thing to do. Not trying to prove nothing to nobody, not trying to prove you the baddest guy in the room. It's because you know that that's the right thing to do. So if you got somebody that's if you're a person that's in an abusive relationship, when I say abusive, y'all, if you don't understand what abusive is, go find out. if you're in an abusive relationship, the only thing that is a threat to a bad man, and I'm only using men because I know that, and I listen, a man can be in an abusive relationship too. So don't get that twisted. But if you're a woman in your abusive relationship, make sure you have some masculine man that you know around you. That I'm not saying somebody you gotta be cheating and all this other stuff. Just relative. If you got a relative, that's great. Just make sure they know what's going on in your life, especially if you're gonna go far away and move far away. Make sure you got somebody that you communicating openly. You good? Everything is okay? Anything going on that I need to know about? You know what I'm saying? And then as a man, you know what I mean? If you got relatives, check on them if they're in relationships. You know what I mean? Go around them. Get the feel for that man. Like, yo, you know what I mean? Like, what's up with homie? You know what I'm saying? What's up with him? Because a lot of times a lot of times women I've seen put themselves in very, very dangerous situation, trusting that a person is you move hundreds and hundreds and hundreds of miles away from your protection is what you end up doing. And if something is going on, and listen, for somebody to want to take you that far, and this is just me, I'm not saying I'm right, that's to me is a red flag right there. Why do you need to go so far away from, if you from this place and from your family, why do you want to take the person so far away from their family? You know what I'm saying? Huh?
And sometimes I don't know if it's about that because, you know what I mean, in most cases, like, I think sometimes people just want to get away from their family. You know, I don't even think it'd be that exactly that they saying they're trying to get them to be away. But I think a person know not to go away with somebody. At that point, a person should not know enough to not go away with somebody that's imposing a little bit of a threat to you.
Yeah,
You know what I'm saying? I mean,
but
because if you're
people know
comfortable
how to
with
act.
knowing, because some people,
People know how to act to get what they want. And I'm gonna
oh
be
no, for
honest with
sure.
you. And I'm gonna be honest with you. Men are extremely patient with that. And I'm gonna explain to you why I say that. And I'm not saying all men, but I want y'all to know. How many times has a woman said it was this guy just always hanging around this one woman, never slept with her, nothing. 10, 15 years later, he finally get the smash. He waited 15 years to get in them draws. He was patient enough because he knew one day he'll get there. So, and then she turned around and said, "I never knew you liked me." He knew it. He just played it long enough. So men, sometimes they got bad intentions. And I'm not saying him trying to sleep with you is bad intentions, but sometimes when a person has bad intentions, they can play the game long enough where you would think that everything is all good to get you in a position of where they want you at in order for them to do what they really have intentions of doing. And this is why you have to be mindful. And I'm not saying, like you said, you should be able to go away with somebody and not have to worry about that. But I just think you have to be extremely cautious of who you're going away with. And the biggest red flag for me is I never tell people don't look so much at how the person is treating you. Look
Like
how
you couldn't
they
be
treat everybody else.
eloping. Yeah, you see how you treat everybody else, not just you.
Right.
Because
Right.
behind
Because
closed doors, does he still treat you the same way behind closed doors? And he's treating you like this in front of everybody when he's in front of everybody.
right.
You know what I mean? If I can see it on the outside and you start telling me no, he doesn't be like that at home. I'm like, well, that don't make sense.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? That
Right.
don't make
And people
sense.
got
If
triggered.
he's like this when y'all here, you tell me he being sweeter to you at home, that's a lie. That's a lie. It's a lie because it's embarrassing you now.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
And what triggers him? How easy does he get triggered?
Yeah.
You know what I'm
You
saying?
know, and it's crazy. Like we can talk for as men and talking about women instead of, you know what I mean? Because the women,
Right.
you know, they're putting men through this too. But you know,
It's
as
not
a
as common.
man, it ain't happening to me. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
Uh,
Like if you're a real man, you're not like I'm not when I say abuse, I'm not talking about when women. The physical abuse is not as common, of course, now,
Mm-hmm.
but women sometimes can use a lot of manipulating abuse. Like
Mm-hmm.
if they know that that man is not the type of man to put his hands on you and do all this other stuff, they will still try to find a slick way to abuse you. Meaning, I'll cry rape just to get you beat up by somebody, knowing good and well that ain't even the case. Or make a
Mm-hmm.
lie or manipulate and try to say that you've done something that you know you didn't do, and that's a
To make
form of
other
abuse
people
too.
to be angry with you to do
Right.
something to you.
Because they know that your reputation means something to you and you protect your reputation and you're not out there wilding out and that's not in your character nor is it in your integrity. So they know how much you respect you carry yourself a certain way for that very reason. And that's what they'll try to do. They'll try to attack your character and your integrity by lying on you and saying you did or try to do. So don't get me wrong, men can suffer abuse just as much as a woman can, and it might not always be physical, but it definitely
Right.
can be a lot of mental abuse. And a lot of times when men, and that's why a lot of times we tell men, if it's like that, walk away, get out of that
But
situation, leave
it
fast,
it
quick,
make it
and gone.
toxic to themselves. Man
Right,
and woman, y'all make it
right,
toxic to yourself.
right. Get out of there because at the end of the day, it's only but so much you're gonna be able to stomach before you might have a reaction that you can't come back from. So it's best to get out of there. If you in one of those type of relationships where you got somebody as a female manipulating you as a man and trying to do all of this slick stuff, and because your reputation means something to you, you built a certain type of characteristics and stuff like that, and they will do it. I've seen it done. I've seen it
I
done.
don't
Listen,
understand how somebody can't let someone go.
yeah,
Like,
I don't get that part. Honestly, I don't get that part. Now, listen, we've
like
all
I
been in love with somebody.
maybe somebody can make me understand that. Like, you know,
Everybody been in
I've
love with
been
somebody.
rejected. I've been let go, you know what I'm saying? And my feelings were hurt,
Stop
but I
like
didn't think nothing of brutally
yeah,
killing someone.
yeah. I swear to you, man. And many times, like you said, you watch these type of shows and you see this type of stuff. And listen, I still watch a lot of those type of shows, and I'm like, I
I
don't
just
understand.
got back to watching them. Yeah.
To me, it's so easy to just leave. Like, why put
Yeah.
yourself through all of this? Oh, I'm a for it. I'm gonna go crazy. I'm gonna do this. I'm gonna tear up this, break that, do all this stuff. Do you know
No,
how
no,
it's
no. Listen,
just leave?
why go through doing the harm, getting pulled over, chased, caught at your job, run to there, questioned? You get away with it. You go home. Now you're worrying about it. Now you're trying to mess up because now you're trying to clean up some stuff that you think that you might have left in there. You don't know what they're telling you or not. Now you get caught doing something else because you turn around and did something else, and then you're still lying. And then they talking about giving you more and more and more. You like you said, it's best to have been like, you know what,
It's so much easier.
bitch, bye.
Leave.
You know what I'm saying? I mean,
Leave.
like it's talking about cheaper to keep her. It ain't. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, what is wrong with y'all? Like, I don't. How would you put yourself through that and then lie about it?
What's up, top to bottom?
You know what I
All
mean?
that-
Like Ron, we remember we had a coworker that did that.
Yeah.
He worked for Home Depot.
Yep.
He was a manager. He went and killed his wife one day. But guess what he did? Went right over to the police station after he did it. Said, I did it. Like, I don't know why he did it. But to me, again, it would have been easier to someone to just say no. But he made it different. And I get it, you and your family involved. It's a whole different vibe. It's a hard but love. You got married. You know, you went through a lot. And I agree with you with that. But now you did what? Now what you prove to your kids that what you turned around and did, like it don't matter what the mom did at this point, they're looking at you like, Dad,
Right.
like that's why she did it.
Right.
You know what I mean? If that be the case, it was hers fault or your fault. You know what I'm saying?
Let me tell
But
you,
sad.
I learned a long time ago, and I was a young boy at this time. And I'm speaking to any young man that's out there that may be on this live. just in general. If you ain't been in a relationship and you've been on a relationship and you with somebody that's maybe not so good as a female, they're gonna do something and it's gonna hurt. I'm telling you now, it's gonna hurt your heart. But I'm gonna tell you what I learned a long time ago because I was there and I know what this is like. And I remember first time I got my heart broke, and I was in my room, tears running out my eyes. I think I was 14 years old, 15. I don't even know. I was young. I was a teenager. Didn't understand like why somebody would do you like that.
He holding his arms now, y'all, because he about to ball crying.
Oh no, I ain't. I'm good. I'm 100% good with that.
He holding himself, yo. Look at him.
Oh, hell to the nizzo. Hey, honestly, I can give you the whole story for real, because I'm beyond. This is why I love God. This is one of those reasons why I love God. I'm gonna tell you something. When God tell you no, and sometimes people don't understand, God will tell you no. You think you want something, and then God revealed to you, and He be like, "Nah, it's not good for you. You think you want it, but you really don't. You don't understand what this is at." And I'll get to that in a minute. But for a brief moment in my life, it damaged me. And I'm sitting in my room one day, and I said, "This hurt." Now, after a couple of days, I'm sitting there like, you know what? The only way to get over this is to go in the presence of what's going on. So I had to go back in her presence, knowing she was with the other person, and watch it. And be able to and know that I was able. And once I did that, I realized I was over it. And it didn't have no effect on me. So I'm like, I'm really over this. Like, yo, I walked away with a smile on my face. Like, I was so proud of myself at that moment. I was like, yo, you got over this. Like, this is what I'm talking about. Like, it did something to me internally as a young man. Like, and I knew at that point it was like, instead of running from it, I faced it. The whole thing. And I said, oh, snap, I'm good. And I was, and throughout my life, I'm like, oh man, how you think, oh, it could have turned, why, it didn't go the way it did. Man, but when I got older, and as time progressed, the very person that they was messing around with on me with, they married. Now, here's the thing. They was trying to sleep with me while they was getting ready to get married to that person. This person was running around sleeping with other people while they was married to that person. Now, I personally never touched them. Never went back, never touched them, never slept with them. I said, I'm not dealing with that. No, shot them down every single time. Because I was like, I'm not going back to that. I ain't playing that game. And guess what? That person was running around having an affair on their husbands all the time. Now, I could have been the person that married. I could have been married to that. I could have been still with that. See, I thought God, at the end of the day, it hurt. But I'm like, God saved me from that toxic type of person. Because that could have been me, married to somebody that's running around sleeping around everybody else. You get what I'm saying? Now, here's the thing. I know I'm not an abusive man. I'm not putting my hands on you. I'm not going to never try to hurt you. I ain't going to never get no physical stuff. Why? Because my thing is, I learned so long time ago, it's so much easier and so much more peaceful that if it ain't working out, just bail out. Holla. Whatever it is you think you can do better with, go do better. That's fine.
Man, I cuss their ass out. It's like, no. No. But my thing is but that's true. It's like
it's so much easier. Yeah. Instead of putting your hands on somebody, getting all angry, mad, frustrated, fighting, tearing up, breaking up. All right, I'm out. Because I'm gonna tell you something. Once you make a decision that you've done, you already start the healing process of letting all that go. But if you keep going back and trying to,
once I know, yeah.
Never going to get over it because you're not giving yourself time to get over it.
I feel like this my feelings. I ain't gonna tell you like I won't hit again. But I'm gonna tell you, hey, my feelings have definitely changed. Like I'll be like, oh, I ain't trying to be like this now. You know what I mean? 'Cause I was like
It's
that then.
easier. Listen, I
Yeah,
know it's painful, but I'm gonna tell you something. If you make a
it is.
decision,
It is
leave the
painful.
person in them at that moment and deal with it and stay in it, you'll get over it so much faster if you don't try to reintroduce the relationship. Just make a decision. I'm done and I'm not going back, and you'll get over it faster. Guaranteed.
Or say you're gonna stay and make it work. So you know what I'm saying?
I'm saying if
I
you at
mean,
that point, like I'm not saying
I
because a
can't
certain
say
way.
that some haven't
Right.
worked.
I'm not saying
I
right, but
can't
I'm just
do
saying in
it.
general, like if you feel as though you have to get, if it start to get to the point where you feel like you need to get physical, you definitely at the point where you need to go.
Yeah,
You
and that's
need to
crazy
go
because
quickly, fast, in a hurry, huh?
I can't see none of the chats, but I mean I know some of these people have been in relationships and like how do you continue to just love the person that's abusing you or believe the person that's abusing you still love you? Like, you know
Because
what I mean? Like,
it's a false sense of love. All right,
so
if I hit,
all right, so
I
let's
don't know
just
if this is
say
a good example. I'm thinking like, all right, this might not be the best example, but if I'm on the baseball field and I hit a home run, right, and I see people's reaction to it. Am I excited because I hit the home run, or am I excited because people was cheering? I don't know. So
right.
a lot of times people stay in this toxic relationship because they look at that reaction as if they love you. So when they acting all wild and out and stuff like that, they look at that. They think that's a false sense of I love you because of they wilding out and they doing, girl, you make me act like this. What?
Yeah, yeah.
You get what I'm saying? Like there's something
Mm.
psychologically off when you think when you think that because someone act like that. And then listen, I'm gonna tell you how you know there has to be some merit to this because people love drama. And
Drama.
let me tell you
Yeah.
what I learned about. And I'm not saying all women, and I'm not saying all men, but a lot of times I've seen a lot of women lose decent men because the man wasn't exciting enough. Meaning
Hmm.
he was too boring. He ain't want to go out.
Hmm.
Like he wasn't settled in his way. Meaning he was a homebody. He wanted to go home, take care of his family, and all the other stuff. He wasn't exciting. Like, and I think a lot of time these women, and I speak to this. I had an ex, and I used to say it to them all the time. See, I'm not exciting enough for you. That's why I know it's not going to work because you want somebody to hit you upside your head. You want somebody to smack you all around because that's what you used to. I'm not that dude. I ain't gonna never be that dude because they would try to do things to get a rise out of you like that because in their head that was a sign of love. They didn't understand that. They would literally try to do stuff to stir up something in you because they wasn't because they get bored very very easily. And not all. I'm not saying all women. I'm just saying a lot of times I've seen women that I've seen in relationships, some of my own, they get bored and they don't and because the person that they would ain't exciting enough, they not fussing and arguing and going down there and having fits every time you turn around and all cussing you out and
Yeah,
screaming and
right.
hollering. Right. So they not
Hey,
exciting. It goes back to what we saw
yeah,
with that video we seen, Ed,
yeah.
when the dude was like, God did all of this, and the woman was like, seemed like it should be more. And then the dudes were sitting there like, what did the girl say? Like, well, I was waiting for more, and they was like, "That's kind of what he was trying to say."
Yeah.
Like, it just wasn't enough. Like,
Yeah.
right? It was like that was the
Yeah.
point. And it's just like I'm not. Listen, this does not apply to all women and don't apply to all men. But what I'm saying is that a lot of times you see the toxic stuff into a person, and it has nothing to do with their masculinity, and it has nothing to do with their femininity. It has just everything to do with something is mentally off with these people. And we chose to ignore the off because of something else that was exciting about the person. But it's hard for and I've seen women lose good men or treat good men like crap, but get a toxic one and will climb a mountain and swim and do whatever.
Do whatever he want. Yep.
Right.
Let them do whatever
I
he
watched
want.
this guy the people I used to live next door to one time, right? Boyfriend, I didn't even know she had a boyfriend because when we first moved there, he was in jail, right? Probably about a year and a half of me staying there. I come out the house, I see a barbecue set up, I see signs up, welcome home and stuff like that. So my first thought was, oh, who's in the military? Because I'm like, somebody's coming home. I'm like, that's my first thought. It's like, you go through all of this, you having this barbecue. Like, I ain't never seen nothing like this. I'm like, barbecue, they got the sidewalk set up, welcome home and all this stuff. I'm like, come to find out he was coming out of jail, and this was his third trip to jail.
I ain't never what y'all missed the other two parties. Y'all was like, wait a minute, we got to have one for him coming out this time. That's why he went back in the other two times.
he got locked back up like 7 months. 7 months after that.
Yeah.
He went back to jail again. Now
he went back to jail after that.
Yeah, a couple of times. I was there almost 10 years, and the dude was in and out of jail after the fact. But my point is, I seen how much effort they went through to celebrate that behavior. Now, again, but another woman will have a man that gets up and go to work and try to provide every single day, buses behind, accountable, good father, good everything, and he will never ever get a happy birthday on that scale.
And he'll never come home to barbecue.
And I'm not even talking about him. We grew up in the hood. We've seen this way more than once.
Yeah.
They went through. They put all of this stuff up to celebrate somebody coming out of jail. But let you go. But where's all of that when they coming home? Let's say,
or the person that they was home with, going to work.
Right. They birthday.
You know what I'm saying? Yeah.
They don't get that. Yeah. Christmas. What you get a decent man on
graduating, military. Sometimes I see people come over military. They came home to nothing. Nobody was there.
I think the most they might get is a graduation out of high school, and that's usually because of the parents.
Mm-hmm.
But I'm talking about relationship wise, like.
Oh no! Yep.
Right. He might have graduated out of law school, married, finished law school, nothing that. And I swear to you, I can't. But let you be a trifling, get out of jail, go back to jail, come out of jail, go to jail, come. They will have all types of celebrations for you. And in my head, I'm so they don't want a decent dude. They want you to be trifling because that's what they celebrate. And I'm not saying all people. I'm not saying all women. I'm not saying all men. I'm just talking about what
all y'all asses.
I'm just talking about what I've seen. And we grew up in the hood, and we've seen this many a times. Where they will make a big deal out of bad. They will celebrate bad behavior. But celebrate bad behavior.
Yeah.
Like me in the hood, when I was growing up, I was corny. I ain't gonna lie to you. I was corny. I was dirty riding because I was always had some dirt on me because I was doing something out constructive.
I was corny. I'm still corny.
My brother nicknamed me Do Dirty because he knew I was always getting in some dirt. Like when I say dirt, I'm not talking about crime dirt. I'm talking about like I was either working on something, fixing something, building something mechanically somewhere along the line. Working on a car, working on bikes, learning how to work on houses. That just was me. And so the girls always looked at me as if I was oh no, he corny, he's dirty all the time because he works. Now I'm not dirty because I'm out there committing crime. I'm dirty because I'm work. I like to work. I like to do stuff, build stuff, make stuff. But because I wasn't on the street, because I wasn't out there selling drugs, because I wasn't out there, acting like I had it all together, swag and all that other stuff, what they call, I was a cornball. I was getting up and go to work every day.
He was a dirty ass cornball.
Yep. So again, but it's the funny thing is, I never listen. And my brother used to be like, "Yeah, y'all keep thinking my brother ain't got no money." He's like, "That boy cheap as I don't know what." But they
Mhm.
assume you ain't got no money because they think you getting up and going to 9 to 5. They didn't value a 9 to 5 like they valued their street life. They thought the
Right,
one
it's
that was,
corny to have
huh,
money.
huh,
It's corny to have money in your pocket and savings in the checking. That's so
right,
boring.
yep.
They was leaving
But
this. They like living the dangerous life. I don't need no
how many
goddamn
times?
savings, no interest rate. What?
And how many times you see
I
them
don't need
on?
no money in the bank. I gotta buy this. I gotta pay for this. This ring right here, this cable, this phone. I got this little thing set up this weekend, you know what I'm saying? I don't get paid for till another 2 weeks, but I'm gonna spend all my money tonight on this night. I
But you
got
get what
paid
I'm
20
saying.
minutes ago on Wednesday, but I'm supposed to get paid Friday, but I got an early check Wednesday. I'm broke Friday already.
But again, they
All
didn't
because you
value
can't be
that.
patient for Friday.
Right. Because you know
People
they
need
not used to that,
patience.
bro. Drug dealers don't get paid on Friday. They get paid every day. But
So
that's
why
what
you
they
don't
wanted.
save every day? Save
Am I
something
right?
every
Ain't that what
day.
they wanted? But that's what
Save
they
every
wanted
day.
back then. They thought that was it. And then after they done had a bunch of kids with them, and there was no future in it, and they all worn out, then they start looking at you, the working man, the responsible one. And you looking at them like, nah, I'm good. I done seen the whole community toss you around. I'm good.
Yeah, now look like I'm cute now because I'm eating. I always look like I was eating. I was fit.
Nah, I'm good.
They like, oh, I see you eating. You like, bitch, I was always eating. Remember, you used to call me fat ass. Ain't nothing changed. I'm still the same big
Yeah.
ass. Now I'm
So you
just
know what I'm
big
saying?
ass ant.
So it's like,
Yeah.
but I just like when it comes to like I rarely ever talk about relationship. I try to avoid relationship talk because I don't really like to talk about it.
I do. I think
But
it's funny.
I do think it. Yeah, I do agree
I
with
think
that.
relationships is funny.
When you start to look at the history of like stuff you experienced throughout your life, and you be saying to yourself, "What
That
was I
shit fun.
thinking?" Like, what was
Come
I
on,
thinking?
it's some fun shit that happened in your life.
Yeah, that's it. You learned a lot from
Listen,
it.
ain't nobody in the chat said nothing about that. Cause listen, eat up, man. Come on. They kind of
But
turn around and say they might have some crazy relationships, but even they crazy ones was like, man, that shit was wild. It was funny. Huh?
glasses, laughing, good weed. Well, he said he keep talking about. He was saying something about the glasses laughing.
Oh. Yeah, it is actually. Yeah. It might be my glasses too, though.
But
That's why I can have good relationships. I be smoking weed. I be like, yeah, so you be breaking up. So you can't get me another quarter before you leave? Can I get an eighth or something? Can I get something for an eighth first? You don't love me, girl. You ain't never love me. He said, good weed. Yeah,
now, like I
that's
said, I can't speak to every like throughout our life we all had different experiences with stuff like that. But that's why I
mhm.
say, man, like sometimes people they love drama.
Yeah, they do.
And love, I don't know
They
what
do.
people's infatuation is with drama. For me personally, I love peace and serenity, and ain't nothing like a silent room to me, man. I can sit in a quiet room and at, I'll be at
No, I
peace.
love it. I love quiet room. I ain't gonna lie. I do, and I like peace. I
Yeah,
do like peace.
I would
But
understand why
sometimes you
people.
gotta look back and be like, was that just crazy or what?
Yeah,
You know what I'm saying?
you got to
Is this
understand, man.
is this shit crazy or what right now? Am I tripping? That's how I be. I got to ask questions because I'll be like, wait a minute now. I gotta ask somebody one thing. I'll be like, wait, hold up. they said this and said that. You know, I mean, that's so funny, man. But like I said, I like relationships.
What's the
I like relationships when I'm in them and everything good.
yeah, like what would you say is the craziest thing that ever happened to you in a relationship? Something that happened in a relationship that, like, I know we have stuff that say, oh, I wouldn't have. I'm not talking about like the breakup stuff. I'm talking about
Oh,
like just
okay.
something that just happened crazy in the relationship. You like, how'd that happen? And it could be something simple, like it don't have to be a dramatic, like, oh, she broke up with me. I didn't think she would ever break up with me. Just anything.
Let me think. I don't know. You go first, man. I'm trying to think now.
I'm trying to think too, man. I was trying to throw it at you. I had nothing either. I just had the thought.
Something crazy.
Like, all right. Well, here's the thing. Well, you kind of know the story, the one ex that I had, and the funniest thing, I'm gonna tell you the funniest part of this story. Y'all gonna laugh at this because this was hilarious. All right, so when we was breaking up, well, we was broke up, and they called themselves putting their hands on me. I told that part where they hit me with the shoe and stuff like that. And I called 911 on their behind and had them arrested. Right?
Oh.
But this is why sometimes being who I am sometimes amazes me. Not all the time, but once in a while it does amaze me. So, but before I decided I was going to do all of that, I made sure I linked that phone to my phone so I know where that phone that she had all the time where it was at, right? Because I already knew the character of the person. I said, they hard-headed, they think they know everything, they think they smarter than me, blah, 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 and I know they're not
What's
going
up,
to follow
Ryan
me.
Anthony?
So I got a restraining order, right? And I knew they was going to violate that restraining order because they just think it was
See
above
how
the
much
law.
fun that was? Because I remember
Oh, my
one of the
goodness.
times. Go
You
ahead.
talk about fun. This is the most fun you will ever have as a man. Listen,
Yeah.
men, let me tell y'all. I'm going to tell y'all something. It is nothing more fun than like, you already know sometimes with some women, they think they're smarter than you. So I'm trying to tell y'all, sometimes you got to use the tools that are available to you. So I had to get a restraining order person. And they, oh, you're a punk, you're a coward. No, honestly, I need you away from me because if you keep putting your hands on me, it's only time to let you keep putting your hands on me. So to save me from ever having to react to you, I'm gonna call 911 and I'm gonna get you locked up. I'm gonna get the eviction on it so you can't come back here, which I did. And then I know your dumb behind gonna violate this restraining order because you don't understand how things work. They knew where I worked at because I only worked a block and a half from where we live. I had to go to work every single day. So but before I did this, I linked the phone to my phone because I knew that I'll always know where that phone is at all times, right? So this is the second person said this. Oh
Thank
man.
you.
So check this out. No, I think they talk about me. Remember when the other person said I looked at Andre Ward? So the
Oh
boxer,
yeah.
yeah.
I was
So
like, where did I just see
right,
that name? I'm like, yeah,
right.
okay, the boxing boy. Okay.
So we
All right.
goes, and now cell phones wasn't as like the smartphone was just starting to really start to pick up back then. So I linked the phone to my phone before I did all of this stuff. So now I know wherever she's at. I know where that phone at, so I know where they're at. Now, only thing about back then, it pinged every 15 minutes. So you couldn't get it totally accurate, but you could get close to accuracy with the phone. So I'm at work. I look at my phone. I notice that phone is traveling closer to my job. Right? No, she didn't take my phone. That was her phone. I had my own phone.
No, I
I linked her
remember.
phone to my phone so I know where that phone is at all times. So I see that the phone is traveling to my job. So I said, "Oh, she on her way here." Cool. Now we at the phone store.
At the phone store.
Right. So I knew. I'm like, all right, cool. I worked at the phone store, so I'm telling y'all, I know what I was talking about. She knew where I worked. She on her way to the job. So there was a police officer that we was cool with that used to walk the beat all the time. So I go outside. I was like, yo, check this out. My ex that I got the restraining order, she on her way here. He was like, for real? Yeah. So him and his partner, they come in the store, but they go in the back storage part of the store where you can't see them. 5 minutes later, she comes walking in the store.
You're not making it up, yo.
Wait. So she goes walking in the store. I said, now you ain't supposed to be here. I got a restraining order. Why you here? No. Now, as she's coming in, Tone slipped past her to the front door, leaned on the door, and locked it to make sure she could run out the door. So I'm like, I'm giving you one chance to leave. If you don't leave, I'm call. You're gonna get locked up. You ain't gonna tell me what to do. I don't give a damn about the police. I kick the police butt. No, I mean she running off at the mouth. So I go and knock on the door. The police come out. They come out. You should have seen the look on her face. She was like, and they was like, look, he already had the handcuffs out. And she's like, I don't believe you doing this to me.
He's like, I ain't gonna come around here no more. I ain't gonna come around here no more.
You gonna get me locked up?
Oh yeah, she did start saying, oh, so you gonna get me locked up?
Right. He was like, yeah, she was like, so I'm going to jail? He's like, yeah, you going to jail. Now,
see, Ryan, you had one better than me.
Wait a minute, you would think the dummy would learn. They didn't know. They never realized how I was knowing where they were at because I had the phone ping. So they decided to come to the house this time. Of course, I hit the 911 button. As I see it traveling towards my house, I call 911. The cops got there.
Again.
Before she got there, I told them the situation. I said, they on their way here because I got their phone ping. The cops get in the car. They pull the car around the corner. And they stand at the corner, which they can't see it. She can't see them. She come right to the house. And guess what? She went to jail again.
See, y'all, Ryan had some fun.
You talking about fun?
Ryan had some fun. He never put his hands on it, y'all.
Number one, put
what
my
I tell you
hand
about Bruce Lee, you fight the art of fighting without fighting.
Hit me with shoes, all that stuff. See, I was smart enough to know if I'm gonna let you keep. Listen, she was trying to put her hands on me all the time, and I said, "Look, don't put your hands on me." Blah blah blah. So I said, "Okay, cool. You're not getting it, and I need to get you up out of here." So she started a little arguing again. Picked up the shoe, started hitting me with the shoe. I wanted her to hit me with the shoe. I let a few through so we can get some damage. I needed to suffer some damage. Listen to what I'm trying to tell y'all. So when I hit that 911 button, when they come and look, who they gonna see bleeding? Me or you?
Ronnie set her up, y'all.
You doing right, I did.
Ron set her up. Ain't that a setup, y'all? Y'all tell me, is that a setup or what?
Yeah, it was.
Ryan, you ain't shit, man.
You
ain't shit, man.
Once I found out you was cheating, that was number one.
Mm-hmm.
Then I was like, okay, I'm done with you. I want, whoever you was with, go with them. I'm good. Now, until you ready, you could have stayed here until you was ready to leave peaceful. Or I was getting ready to go. Either way, but she couldn't handle it. She wanted to show attitude, wanted to get mad, wanted to be fighting and stuff. I'm not doing all that with you. I know exactly how to handle you. All right, you still want to start? You still want to be swinging punches and stuff at somebody? All right. So when the cops came, so she got arrested 3 times for me, and I was having fun. The first time was like, all right, she out of here. But I thought about it. I said, no, I know her character. I know how she is. She don't respect the law. She don't respect the rules. She's gonna keep coming back. My thing is this: whoever you was messing with, why you just didn't go to them? If it was that good enough, if it was good enough for you to cheat on me with them, then why wouldn't you just go to them? Because I wasn't touching
Stay
you
with
no more.
them. Yeah. Instead of getting locked up every time you
Right.
come near me.
Right. So if it was all of that, why didn't you just go to them? Now I'm having a ball. I want to see how many times I can send you to jail. Eventually,
1,
they
2, 3,
got the
4,
point.
5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12.
In the jail. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. Go to jail.
What's your favorite number? 4. Yeah, that's
And my thing
crazy.
is just that's how you handle situations like that. You don't have to put your hands on nobody. What you gonna do that for? It is so
Right.
much more entertaining watching somebody go to jail who thought they would never go to jail because they was a woman. That was a whole argument. They ain't gonna believe. This is what they said to me the whole time. They not gonna believe you. You're a man and I'm a woman. But when I called 911 and they showed up and they said, well, he got marks and bruises on him. What did he do to you? He ain't find nothing because I ain't touch it. But here's the thing. I also was recording her dumb behind because she kept running her mouth. When the cops came into the house, they heard her upstairs talking because she didn't even know they was at the house. I don't give a damn. I kicked the cops police butt too. That's why I put you in. That's why I hit you in your head with that shoe. That's why I bit you behind. You running your mouth the whole time. They downstairs listening to everything you saying.
Yeah, it ain't nothing.
Because here's the thing.
Obviously, what you know with the food.
When they pulled up, I didn't let them knock on the door, and I was looking out the window. Once I seen them pull up, I went and opened the door up real slow because I didn't want her to hear them come.
Mm-hmm.
She was so busy running her mouth. I said, shh, listen.
He gave it up himself.
When I say
Now, that's why I told y'all. Ronnie had a better story than me. I told y'all.
you talking about entertaining, then I had to go to court, and I had to act like I was an abused man.
Yeah. Listen, I wish that the officers would be here because they be laughing about it. I wonder if she would be thinking about that shit. I wouldn't listen. If she was on here, I wonder if she think it was funny. Cause she probably was like, "Damn, I was on that dumbass shit. Like that shit was kind of funny."
Man,
He did set me up that one time. Like you said, man, it was 3 times.
I'm like,
Yeah.
yeah, you gonna learn today. No, she not in jail now. That was a while ago. Like eventually we had to go to court, and she had to agree to leave me alone. I guess she got, like I said. So, but here's the thing:
now, man.
she didn't 100% learn then because even in the courtroom she was talking, still running her mouth. And I'm like, I said, listen, I don't care what she do. I just want to leave me alone because I'm good. Just go her distance. Go. I stay mine. Just go her way. Leave me alone. You know what I mean? Eventually, I moved anyway. I was already in the process of moving. I just needed the peace, give me enough peace to get myself together to get away from. Once I moved, it didn't matter no more because you ain't know, you know what I mean? I ain't got to deal with you. But it stopped before then. But again, I never put my hands on it. That's how you handle it. You learn the system, you learn the law, and you use it to your advantage. If you know how somebody's behavior is and you know that their behavior is off and they don't get it,
Just put your hands on their waist. They understand.
that's it.
Hey Shaq, I heard you saying something about my dress code or something like that. Nah, man, I ain't got no clothes. I'm still wearing some old shit I had in my closet. I still don't have no dog's basketball uniform. I've been sitting on the porch waiting for. Yep. I ain't got no clothes. You right. I do gotta wear some clothes. I gotta wear something.
Yeah. It'd be nice to
You know
wear
what I'm
a sweatshirt.
saying? Yeah.
Yeah.
I was supposed to have a sweatsuit here by now. I'm trying to find out what kind of runs I'm supposed to get. I was going to go shopping, trying to figure it out, but I had to put my glasses on, man.
Dog said
I said, maybe he might be on here. He said, Ryan had to start. She in jail. Yeah, she in jail. She's still in jail to this day, y'all. She said, she ain't learned her lesson. Ryan probably still get her locked up. She get on here and he'll get her locked up. To get the Ron. I tell me to wait for her to get the Ron. See what I mean? See, I told you. You know what I'm saying?
I ain't joking, Ryan. They not in jail no more. I ain't joking about that part.
He said still. Yeah,
Nah,
Ryan had connections. She's still in jail.
My thing is this: is that you. That's why I'm telling you, as a man, don't put your hands on it. The best thing to do is, man, just leave, walk away, protect your peace, bro. Don't.
You're not going to win.
Right.
You're not going to win.
Hell with that. He said I ain't gonna win. I won like a mother. I don't know what you talking about.
And no, because she kept coming back. You ain't win. She kept coming back and getting out of jail.
Man, look, I wouldn't have had the story that I got right now if I didn't win. You know how many men right now in the saying to myself, they like, hey, that's what I'm talking about, bro. That was one.
Yo, Ron and Hot, yo, that's what it is.
Like, you got one.
Ron and Hot.
Oh, man, like,
Ron and Hot right now. That's why he got his guns back there. Ron and hiding, and he knows I'll shoot her ass. She come in. That's what she's scared. That's what it is. No, but that was a funny time, though.
You know, you gonna shoot me in my pinky toe?
Yeah. And see, I ain't got nothing better than that.
No, I'm just saying, like that was funny. That was. I mean, again, that's how you handle that, man. That's why I say just leave. Because once you leave and you get it out your presence, your mind clears up, you're more focused, and just go make your life great, bro. That's it. You ain't got to put your hands on women. You ain't got to abuse them. The more you make your life great, the more they will gravitate to you, and you'll have a pick of the litter, and that's truth.
Yeah, that's true.
The more you make your life great, the more they'll gravitate to you. The more you'll have the pick of the litter.
I'm gonna show y'all. Watch.
The worst thing that I think we didn't learn as young men is don't chase women. Nope. Chase greatness. Chase greatness in your life. You don't have to chase women.
You know what? Yeah. I think what was the movie called? It was I think it was it wasn't Why Did I Get Married? What's the joint with Chris Rock?
Oh. No. I don't know. I know what you're talking about.
Damn, you know what I'm talking about. So, whatever the name of that movie was, it probably is called that. I'm trying to understand, but I can't remember. But it was a part in when his boss told him, "You always go broke chasing women, but you'll never go without a woman chasing money."
You never go.
You lose your woman. He said, "You lose your money. You lose women. You lose money chasing women. You'll never lose women chasing money." That's what he said.
Exactly. Yeah, that's it.
I was like, oh.
You always lose money.
No, it was Chris Rock. I can't think of what the name of that movie was. I think it was Why Did I Get Married?
You never lose women chasing money.
Yeah.
And
he said you'll always lose money chasing women, but you'll never lose women chasing money. I said, oh, snap.
Well, my point is, young man.
Yo, he gave Chris Rock a couple of gems in that joint.
Yeah.
Matter of fact, when he told him, he said, "You are a quarter in $1 billion business." He took that joint across the table to let him know how much you mean. And if you don't get yourself together, listen. I can't remember that was I wasn't the dude that played Herman Munster. He was a dude that always be like a pompous type of dude, and I wasn't expecting that to come from him.
Oh, okay.
You know what I mean? And it was like, ooh. But he said the realest shit in that joint in that movie, though, man.
Yeah, man. You just
Well,
as a young man, a lot of times we not taught that part is don't chase the women, and then we might have been told but wasn't listening. You know what I mean? I think we were told, but probably wasn't listening. As teenagers, you ain't trying to hear that.
no, I think we were told chase women. I'm saying, I don't know. I'm really trying to figure it out. No, Ryan. I think
We were told to
only
chase
one
them.
they just told us stop. Like the cavemen, we club them in the head and just bring them home. We just didn't do that. You know what I mean? That's the only thing we stopped. They just said stop chasing them. They said go out there and chase them now. Don't hit them in the head and knock them and bring them home. Chase them around, let them get tired, tell them you got a house to go to. Run to that house. Run to that cave right there.
You ain't trying to hear that. You ain't trying. When you're a teenager, you are not trying to hear none of that, man. The first time you see some nice looking girl and she give you a smile, or you see some girl with a nice shape, you ain't trying to hear that. As a teenager, like, man, she look good.
Yeah.
23 wasn't taught that, and short as hell didn't listen. No one should chase anyone. I agree. Unless I'm chasing a burglar out of my house. But no, I
like to be chased.
Yeah. Huh? Like I think I'm gonna say don't like when we say chase, we like when we say chase as men, just out there chasing women 24/7, like that's what we're talking about. Not like if there's a certain decent woman that you're interested in, then I think you have to put a little bit of chase in there. Like if you think that woman's a decent woman and you really want her attention, I think you have to put a reasonable, a little bit of chase in there. And this, I think, probably with a man too. I mean, a woman too. I don't think women. All right, my dad would definitely tell me no, women ain't supposed to chase you. My dad. It's funny thing about my dad is that one thing he was very adamant about, man, and I don't know where that came from. He said a woman ain't supposed to come visit you. You're supposed to go visit the woman. And he never came off of that. Like he was like if he always said you gotta go visit the woman or go see the woman. You never let a woman come see you. I don't know what that was, but he was just like that. Like he always felt as though as a man you had to go see them where they were at.
Don't let them know where you live at. You know what I'm saying?
His reason wasn't that, but
they kept tearing your shit up. They tear your shit up the moment they get mad.
Like, yeah, that's true. I mean, it probably was that too.
Who caused that? That's my mom.
Like, don't let them know where you live at. Yeah,
let me see them.
You'll never have no other woman at your house again. They be stalking your house.
Damn, that's my parole officer. That's the parole state parole officers there. Please don't go in there right now.
Honestly, now that I look back, that was a red flag for me. That's when I should have left that person alone. The one that I had to call the police, that was the first red flag. They start showing up at my house without permission.
Yeah.
Like I guess I didn't. Well, yeah.
See?
Like, yeah. I mean, all right. 2 blocks, 3 blocks away, we lived apart. So I didn't really take it that serious because but I didn't really think of it like I'm like, well, they almost like down the street from me, but not on the same block. So they drive that block a lot. So it's not like, but then now you stuck in my house. Like, where you at? They call my phone like, where you at? I'm at work. Oh, I'm outside your house. Why? I'm at work. Why? You already know I'm at work. Why you? Like, I brought you some food. I ain't asked you to bring me no food.
Yeah. Well, let me just put it in the house.
Yeah, I'm like, leave it. No, leave it on the porch. I get it. But no, but you know what I'm saying? Like, it was hard to say that was it because it wasn't that far away from each other.
Right.
But you know what I mean? It was just like, and then they used to talk mad trash, bro. Like, oh, you ain't this without me. You wouldn't be this without me. That like me. But now that I left you alone,
Wait, wait.
you going to
Oh,
jail
we
for
talking
me.
about the same one?
Yep.
She said you would be what without her?
Like,
Single?
basically.
That's the only thing she brought to the table. She was single, right? I mean, to make you not single. That was the only thing she brought. What's she talking about? What's she gonna make you not? Talking about what she brought to the table. You wouldn't be where you are now. What? A couple?
You mean I wouldn't be cheated on? Yeah,
Yo,
absolutely
man,
right.
stop playing, man.
If it wasn't for you, I wouldn't be cheated on.
You're right. She said I had plenty stalkers in my youth. It gets scary. Oh my gosh.
Man, let me tell you, man. It was a whole lot of red flags, man. Like, now they had a twin sister.
Look,
Right?
you had to marry your stalker, huh? You couldn't get away from him. She said, "This got crazy, scary enough. I'm going. He didn't stalk me enough. I didn't seen him enough. I would just marry him. God damn it." You know, I just messing top to bottom. I had ain't no two say to you though.
Right? Oh man, they had a twin sister, right?
Huh?
You know they had a twin sister, right?
Oh.
And the
Oh.
ex was
Oh, that's
talking
right.
about, huh?
Yes. Yes.
Right. All right. So,
Right. Maybe that was her.
nah, bro. Listen.
I'm just saying. Hey, man, that would make sense.
I don't know if I ever told you, like, this is, I mean, there was a whole lot of red flags, but thinking like, I mean, I try not to. All right, so one day they had when she had her own place, I would stay the night there. This was before we lived together, right? So I get up the next. Now she had some type of event there. I stayed the night there. Her sister was there. Her baby father. She was in the room with her baby father. I don't know. I can't even tell you, bro. So I'm in the bathroom in the shower, right? Now, of course, their voices almost sound the same.
Right.
She knocks on the
But
door.
she know who the hell she was and who you was, though.
She knew who I was.
That's
Now
who
she
your
knocks
voice
on
sound
the
like.
door. I'm not.
Did
I'm
your
like,
voice sound like a problem?
I'm in the shower, and I'm like, she knocks on the door, and I'm thinking, I'm like, yo. And when she said, she was like, it's open up the door. I gotta use the bathroom. Of course, I'm thinking it's her. I'm not thinking that it's the sister. I opens up the door. The sister comes in the bathroom while I'm in the shower. Pulls open the curtain. Literally pulls the curtain back. And I'm like, yo, what you doing? Once I realized it was not her, I'm like, yo, what you doing? She's like, oh, I want to see what you was working with. Really?
What you gonna say, Ron?
No, I told her to get out the bathroom. Like, yo, you better come get your sister. She weird.
Wow. Well, you should have said, so what you think? Hmm.
Yeah, man. So yeah, I had some crazy stuff happen to me. It was other stuff. I ain't gonna get into the rest of it, but yeah, I had some crazy stuff happen to me.
That's what I said. Yeah, some crazy stuff happened. That's what I said. Yeah, some crazy stuff happened.
Make sure y'all hit the like button. Make sure y'all hit the subscribe button. This is Philly Talk. And yes, I'm from Philly. But nah, we were just having a general conversation about different stuff, domestic abuse and stuff like that. And
Yeah,
then, we're trying to raise money for our friend who was brutally murdered by a psychopath. But
yeah.
and whatever you donate, we tried to put the link in there, but for some reason the link was not working like it's supposed to. So if you donate to the channel, just know that anything y'all donate to the channel, a portion of that is going to go to help out Robin's daughter make it to this trip. We moved the needle some, and we hoping to keep moving the needle. And we're gonna keep trying to try to get the raise of get that to the $4,500 that she's gonna need to take this trip. I know there's a chaperone and somebody else is going with her, so of course, adult or whatever. But I'm praying that we get enough money for this child to go, man. I think it will mean a lot to her.
I think it'll mean a lot to us too to be able to help.
Yeah, it definitely means a lot to us. That's why we're doing it, of course. But I know it will mean a lot to her to be able to take this trip, and it means a lot to us to be able to help out. And like I said, we've already moved the needle. Delaware Dogs have already donated. OG Network has already donated twice, and will be donating a lot more. As time progresses, we'll be donating more. So, but anything y'all can do to help out, we appreciate it very much.
It'll be greatly appreciated. Greatly appreciated.
We will definitely. I'm sorry, y'all. I'm trying to do something real fast and it's not working. I don't know who this dude lot say they gay. I don't know why they feel the need to come and tell everybody about their sexual preference. But whatever. You happy, you mean? Because I'm happy.
If you are happy, give to this fund.
So you said you gay. So since you say you gay, I know a lot of gay people like to give money. Donate. Show us how gay you really are.
Mm-hmm. Just as gay to just give away money. Throw it away like it's just flowers. Like you're just picking flowers and dancing the money out.
Yeah, real talk.
It's still a worthy cause.
Yeah, it is. I mean, it's definitely a worthy cause. This child, like I said, she is to be in a house and watch your father brutally murder your mother and have to live the rest of your life with that memory and that picture and that image of everything that was going on. The whole point behind, I think, with this trip and this experience will help rewrite some of her memories and give her some more good memories instead of bad. We'll never be able to erase all of that, but hopefully we can put enough good stuff in there that she'll be able to, value life more and not feel depressed and wear it, and for the rest of her life where she can go on and help do things that her mother would have wanted her to do. Because her mother was definitely big on education, traveling, knowledge, experiences, being versatility and culture and stuff like that. So I know 100% that her mother would have wanted this for her. So I think it would be a great thing for her to actually get there. I definitely think it'd be a great thing for her to actually get there.
Yes.
You can definitely get it done. A few more sales will be in there. No problem, top to bottom. No problem at all. I still got stuff I got to order from y'all. Of course, I had to put it on hold a little bit because I had to get the car inspected and some other stuff. So I had to put my order on hold for a little bit. So $900
It
automobile.
was top to bottom when know what you're talking about. They don't have to get their car inspected. And we up here now, we don't either. So
I got a $900 automobile bill to pay tomorrow. Yeah.
Mm-mm-mm.
Nah, I don't do it.
Yeah, shoddy.
Now I'm just thinking.
So we gonna tell them. You gonna tell them come get
I'm thinking if I take those with me, I might get it for free.
it. No, I say no. Y'all come get it. I give it to y'all when y'all get it. I will really give it to y'all when y'all get it.
Should ride a bicycle. What do you mean? Ride a bicycle? I ride a bicycle. I got a 10-speed Huffy. You don't even know what a Huffy is.
Really, he might.
Huh? I don't know. I'm just
Said
joking around.
he might. He says you ride a bicycle.
We definitely appreciate everybody. We
Yeah.
definitely moved the needle, and we're gonna be like I said, sometime again this week. I'll be the OG Network will definitely be making our third donation. Sometime by the end of this week, and we're gonna keep on pushing, man, and pushing until we get. We got 412 days to get this done.
Yeah.
So we'll see where it goes.
Every day it could be done. And every Monday, somebody give about the $5. 20 people give $1.
Yeah,
That's something.
exactly.
You know what I mean?
If think about it, 400 people get $5. Dang, $4,000. No, I'm doing the math wrong. I'm way off of that, man. But whatever.
Right. But it's all good.
But anyway, y'all understand my point. You know what I mean? My math
Yeah.
ain't right, but yeah. But it is what it is. But before we get off the live, make sure y'all come in tomorrow and check out at 7:00. Actually, two things tomorrow. In the morning time, hopefully if all goes well, we'll have test drive with Tone in the morning time, where we bring the dealership to you, where he picks out a car that they have on the lot, Paoli Ford, located
What time in the morning is that, Ronnie?
around 10, between 10 and 10:30. We might be closer to 10:00, somewhere in that ballpark. So look for us around 10:00 to air it. It's called Test Drive with Tone. He's gonna pick a car. I never know what he's gonna pick, but what it is he pulls a car out, he explains the features and details of the car. They might be used and it might be new. I don't know. I like the fact that we're doing it this way where you don't know what it is. And of course they have way more cars on the lot, but every week he pick one car to show us what they have. And give people the chance in the chat to ask questions. So imagine if you're shopping for a vehicle and you don't have the time to go run the dealerships and stuff like that. And okay, let me look at this and what this, and you get to ask questions about it. And he might have something else on the lot that you might be interested in. You can always get the number because his number will be up there in the chat, and you'll be able to reach out to him. But also get to hear about the car that he actually is featuring for the week or whatever. Last week he had a Honda on there. And it was actually a really nice Honda. He explained, and if you're not sure, go back to look at that test. Actually, that was 2 weeks ago. We didn't do nothing last week. But I don't know if they still have the Honda, but it was actually a third row seat Honda. I forget. I think it was a Honda Pilot. I'm not sure. But if you go back to the 2 weeks ago Test Drive with Tone, that show, you'll get an idea what the show was about. And then later on the very same day, which is Tuesday at 7:00 p.m., we have Unfiltered Sports with Delaware Dogs. He get in and he give you his unbiased opinion about sports, all different types of sports. And then on Wednesday we have Top to Bottom Wednesdays, where Top to Bottom right here, where y'all see it in the chat, right there, Top to Bottom Organics.
Beautiful product. Made me a mustache. Made me a man.
Non-toxic products. Every Wednesday. For the most part, sometimes they're live, sometimes they have pre-recorded videos, but they're always in the chat when they can be, to be able to answer any question that you may have.
I just ran out of oil too.
Yeah. Did he?
Yeah.
I couldn't pass that one.
Beard oil, beard mustache oil. Go through.
But they make hair care products. They make skincare products. They make candles. All non-toxic stuff. The product is off the roof. It's amazing. I love it. I am a person that I am a repeated shopper. I buy all my products from them, from the top of my head to the soles of my feet. I'm still killing that vanilla bean body wash. I'm loving it. I'm almost out of it. I got to order me some more. That's why I said I got to place an order because I got to get me some more of that. But hopefully, depending on Ant's still trying to. Ant got his mustache and beard growing because he's using a product.
What?
But yeah, so those are some of the things that we have going on the OG network. And again, we have Unfiltered Sports again on Thursday at 7 o'clock. And then we have Financial Fridays on Friday in the morning around 10 o'clock. And then we also have Fire on Fridays at 7 o'clock p.m. on Fridays. And these shows run every day at 7 o'clock p.m. The night shows and the day shows are a little bit hit and miss, but we're still working on scheduling issues and stuff like that. But we're working it out. And then don't forget 12 o'clock noon on Sunday is always the Fracker Show. And with that said, we get ready to close out the show. Any last words, my brother?
No. Somebody keep telling me I should ride a bicycle.
No, that's me. Just I clicked it back up. That's all.
Okay.
Yeah, it's just the same person. I just clicked it back up. That's all.
Oh, all right. I was like, I guess we can go. I was about to say, yeah, I probably was gonna get some time for trolls just because I was gonna make some time for some trolls actually, but it's cool.
But yeah, man,
so we get some laughter in our show. You know what I mean? We gonna be talking about our girl Robin, and she would have loved to laugh though.
Yeah, she would have. It would have been a blessing. She would have been on the show.
Such a blessing.
Still here.
She had such a gracious. What's laughing shit? What's voice laugh? But yeah, I just like to thank everybody for coming. Anybody that stayed and come through. We appreciate it. Want y'all stay focused, stay laughing, stay loving. You know what I mean? Stay coming on here, see what we got things going on, see what we got to talk about.
Yeah,
and really that's it. Stay
God bless
everybody.
Right? Yeah, appreciate y'all, really do. My man Daniel Jessers, keep him in prayer. I'm gonna move in his dad. Just keep him in prayer. Normally he would, he's been part of the show and couldn't be here this week. We understand why. I want to get into details, but just keep him in prayer. We're gonna pray everything is all as well with him.
And his family, y'all.
Him and his family. And we'll leave it as that. And when he comes back to the show, he'll be able to explain if he wants to explain it. I don't want to get into it personally. I'll let him tell that story if he wants to. You know what I mean? But with that said, we're gonna get up out of here. Y'all have a blessed, wonderful day. Make sure y'all always make God first in all that you do, and everything will go well. That's just my thought. I'm out of here. You out of here, Ant?
No.
Peace.
Fellas, ladies, you looking for lotions? You looking for beard oils? But unfortunately, everything you get from mainstream got chemicals in it and they're probably killing you? No problem, we got you. Go check out my people from Top to Bottom Hair and Skincare. That's Top to Bottom Hair and Skincare. www.top2bottom, BOTTU, the U is for unique, M.com. Tell them I sent you.